Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Frigiphobia, the Neon Goblin playthrough of Icewind Dale, Rime of the Frost Maiden. As always, I am your GM for the evening. My name is Morgan, and I am joined by this cast of beautiful goblins. Starting off, playing Osborne, the Goblin Sorcerer, we have James.
Ahoy, hoy.
Playing Wilhelm, the Human Paladin, returning this week is the lovely Alden.
Ha!
Playing our Changeling Fighter, Ryston, we have none other than Cabin.
Also.
Playing our Fire Genasi Artificer Vulcan, we have Griffin.
Ew.
Playing the lovely Dragonborn Druid Gran, we have Chris.
Howdy.
Playing our Shatterkai Ranger Zadrin, we have Prescott.
Hello.
And last but certainly not least, joining us again this week is our guest player playing the human wizard Velen Harpel. We have Devin.
Hello.
Welcome back. Welcome all goblins as we return to the frigid island of Solstice. Before we dive back into your adventure, we of course have some announcements to get out of the way. First and foremost, we want to thank all of our viewers who tuned in during our 24-hour charity stream this past Saturday, benefiting Extra Life for Kids. Thanks to all of your very generous donations and the work of all of our rotating DMs and lovely cast members, we were able to meet our fundraising goal to raise $2,000 to go to Extra Life, benefiting the Children's Miracle Network. So thank you so much to everyone who was involved in that project, be it on the production side or our wonderful viewers and donators. We deeply appreciate it and are excited to continue adventuring with you as we return to this campaign.
Yeah, we're at like 2,200 now.
Oh,
Whoa.
still going.
Nice.
Oh, we can keep donating.
Through the end of the year, I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
My mom
awesome.
just donated.
Well, we
She
will be
sure did.
sure to-
Mama Wilkins is what she called herself. And I was like,
Really? Well, that's funny.
Aw, Mom. We love supportive moms. Well, awesome. We will
We get a
then
lot of
continue
supportive
to
moms.
share our Extra Life link so we can continue raising money for an excellent cause for the kids.
For the kids.
Also, we want to thank our continuing sponsor this week, none other than Roll20.
Ah.
If you have not yet checked them out, Roll20 is a system-agnostic virtual tabletop platform that comes fully outfitted with all the features and tools that make your game exciting, engaging, and a fun experience, whether you're the DM or one of the players or a fantastic viewer checking out a streamed Roll20 campaign. Plus, there has never been a better time to look into them and learn more than right now, because this coming weekend is Roll20Con. They will be hosting various virtual streams across different gaming systems, including D&D 5e, Pathfinder, and Vampire the Masquerade, and others. So for more information on their broadcast schedule during Roll20Con, head on over to roll20.io/Roll20Con 2021. Had to do it.
You proud of that one?
Very proud of that one. Very proud.
Are you proud of your work?
Proud. Yes, absolutely.
I'm proud of you.
Thank you. See, this is the kind of support I need from my players, Griffin.
Yeah, Griffin.
I'm gonna die.
There will, during the weekend, also be a special preview of the new upcoming Wizards of the Coast supplement, Strixhaven, Curriculum of Chaos, featuring none other than one of my personal favorite DMs, Abria Iyengar, who you can find on Twitter
Yeah, she
at Quiddy, Q-U-I-D-D-I-E. She is also, of course, retweeting all of the scheduling updates for all of her vast different projects that are up and coming. So if you, like me, are a huge fan, be sure to follow her there as well. So with that out of the way, I think that wraps our business. So
Yeah, thank you for giving us the business.
oh, I love giving you the business. You know, it's one of my favorite things to do.
Yeah, it's coming
So-
up, I'm sure.
With your party inspirations dwindling, who wants to earn a personal inspiration for this session by giving us a recap of our last game?
Oh, where do we start?
You started I believe, Zadrin, with the emergence of a furious female figure.
Oh,
in
that's
the
where we
sculpture
started.
garden.
That's where we started. Okay. Yeah. Gotta remind myself now. He wants to actually do it, though.
Oh, I thought that was you volunteering.
Yeah.
I can do it.
Kevin's
No,
got it.
I didn't raise my hand politely.
My notes are in Georgia.
Have it, go
So last session, we were unfortunately the victim of a nasty enchantment that compelled Zadrin to take a too close look at one of the enchanted statues we found on the island of Solstice, current home to Oril, the Frost Maiden, who is sort of our target right now. And well, when he touched the statue, it fell apart, and a mysterious female figure that we have no reason to believe was any kind of angry god of any sort appeared, screamed "Defilers!" and tried to murder us by just bringing some of the statues to life and just causing us to get into a whole unfortunate shebang.
Yeah,
And
that's how I remember it. Yeah.
yeah, we survived. We got through it, and during the fray, Velen's owl, who's just a nice little owl that never hurt anybody, was attacked by our erstwhile ice method guide Sopo, and the party just sort of several of the more impulsive / decisive members of the party decided to just get rid of that little thing and be done with it.
Put him in the ground is what we did. That's
Yeah,
right.
we killed him. We murdered him
Well,
Mhm.
that
brutally.
makes sense. No, I'm okay with it. Yeah.
He shouldn't have tried to kill that owl that never did anything to anybody.
Yep.
Yeah.
Anyway, then we kept going around the island, following some advice that Sopo had given us about a recent shipwreck, and Velen apparently seeking a mysterious person who appears to have washed up on the island. And we got about halfway-ish there, around the southern tip of the island, and bedded down inside of Velen's impenetrable hut spell for a long rest. During which we broke a curse on Zadrin, which appeared to be the curse that had seized him in the statue garden. At which point we heard a horrible, blood-chilling howl from across the island, which is probably a coincidence, and we'll have a great session today.
Sure, it's
Completely
fine.
Come on, gang.
Unrelated. Completely unrelated.
Yeah,
Sure, it's fine.
unrelated.
Yeah, for sure. The fact that you could even feel the ground tremble from the ferocity of the roar is
Yeah.
easily dismissible.
Yeah,
you know.
dismissible. Yeah, no.
Night,
We're
everyone.
not worried. We're just not worried.
Right. So this happened just as you were preparing to bed down for the evening
Yes.
in Velen's tiny hut, which lasts for 8 hours, I believe.
Yes.
Okay. So in that case, who would like to take first watch for the evening as you all settle in the admittedly somewhat crowded dome that the spell can create? Who's taking first watch?
I will take first watch then, my friends.
Okay, perfect.
Vigilant.
Go ahead and give me a perception check then,
Wait,
please.
with Gran saying something.
Oh, sorry. Just wake me up when you need me.
Gran wants second watch. Understood.
Right. Wilhelm, give me your perception check, please.
Perception check. Oh, not bad. Not good, but not bad. Perception. 13.
Okay, with a 13, it reaches impossibly dark levels of pitch black surrounding the hut. Glancing out over the snow and ice in Icewind Dale previously, even despite the cloud cover that always is present, the difficulty that moonlight or starlight has penetrating, there was always still the faintest glow simply from the reflection of every ounce of light being just cast back up off the glossy white surface. Here, however, that does not hold. The fog and mist that is always sort of undulating across the island and then concentrates around its center and then in the outer bank that surrounds it from the sea. All you're able to make out is just movement in the black surrounding you. It's hard to tell if it's just the undulations of fog banks, low-hanging clouds. You don't hear anything coming from beyond your field of vision, but there is just the unending sort of ebb and flow that it almost feels like a mirage that you can't describe because there's no image there. Gives you sort of almost a vertigo-like feeling as you stare into the darkness. But during your 4-hour watch, nothing emerges from it to accost you.
Yes, of course not. Oh, Gran, wake up. It's your turn.
Oh, good morning.
Good morning, Gran. All right.
Hello.
I'm going to take... All right, and now Zardrin is awake.
Yep.
Are you sure you wanted me to wake you up? This doesn't make any sense
Yeah.
now. Okay.
I got my 4-hour long rest that I need. My meditation.
Gran, if you wanted to be awake, I will never not let you be awake. But if you want to do nap,
In case it weighs on your decision, Grant, because you do require 8 hours, if you take a 4-hour watch, the party will be 4 hours without the dough while you finish your long rest.
Are you sure you've got it, Zetrin?
I'm sure.
Oh, thank
Oh.
God. I was having the most wonderful dreams. I'm just gonna get back. He was just about to take off his belt.
Oh,
all right.
How I
So-
knew is that Silver Dragonborn back in Kelvin's
Trovis.
Cairn.
I was
Yeah,
thinking
about... Oh, go ahead.
I was thinking
about
of Nick Filet.
Oh,
Or-
well. Wilhelm gingerly make sure that he's on the opposite side of the cuddle pile from Gran. He gets over there next to Ozzy, and he's like, "Ozzy, you snore, but at least I know you aren't going to get frisky."
Ozzy curls up like a cat. He's the little spoon, and burrows in.
Gran doesn't cuddle anyway.
Yeah,
So-
we
Yeah,
know. We
Gran
know.
doesn't
That's
cuddle.
been well
Standard.
established. Yeah.
Gran doesn't cuddle.
Devin, remind me, how many of your kobolds accompanied you?
Oh, I think the one.
Just the one.
We left. I only had 3 left, and we left 2 of them to watch
The
after the
dogs.
dogs. And the one that lost, rock paper scissors, is with us.
Right. Do we have a name for that kobold?
Oh, it's hold on. I think I said it was Egon. Is the one I brought with me.
Zadrin, go ahead and give me your perception check. And Valen, why don't you give me a wisdom saving throw for Egon?
Okay.
26. Yay, favorite terrain.
That is a whole 16.
Egon.
That's pretty good for a kobold.
Yeah, Egon. Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I thought you meant me, not the kobold. Hold on.
Specifically with the kobold stats.
Oh.
All good. That is not a 16. That is an 11.
Oh.
That's
Okay.
more
Yeah.
like it.
Okay, Egon. Yeah.
Yeah.
Egon.
Still pretty high for a kobold.
As the still, almost deafeningly quiet night creeps on, Zadrin, you see the same, but with your keen elven senses especially, and your Shatterkai eyes that are more accustomed to impossibly unnaturally dark realms, you can see these sort of pendulous, swirling fog banks that seem to condense in the darkness and just hang low and wind about. You do notice about 2.5 hours into your watch the very faint sound of approaching footsteps. Bipedal, you can tell with that DC, and very quiet, very light, as if the creature leading them is treading super softly, or you're hearing them from a distance. It's hard to tell. You can't see anything in that direction. But you do notice Egon. Actually, what is your Kobold's Dex modifier, Devin?
Well, it is +2.
Then there's no way he would make that perception check, even with the natural 20 I just rolled for him on stealth. That is an auto success. No, just for tackles. You do notice, Zadran, that Egon very slowly, very meticulously extracts itself from Velen's gear, where it normally sort of sleeps curled around it in a protective manner. Very gingerly stands and creeps over the sleeping party members and makes its way out of the dome into the darkness.
I would stop it before it does that.
How do you do so?
Just grabbing the back of the collar back or by the shoulder, like, what are you doing? It's dangerous to go out there.
Give me an attack roll and see if you can grab him.
Yeah. Okay. With a natural 1, I don't think so.
Ooh. You are hesitant to sort of lunge across your sleeping companions.
Yeah.
And by the time you get your arm outstretched to reach for him, he's already passed through.
Ooh. I will.
Just a moment.
Is it going towards the slowly stealthing forward steps?
It's removing that general direction.
Okay.
We're on a timer.
Okay. I will wake Velen gently and let her know, it's like, Egon has just left the sphere, but there's something approaching us.
I kind of sleepily, like however an old lady wakes up, very annoyed, just at the being woken up in general. I'm like, what? What?
Something is approaching us, and Egon just left.
Trying to figure out how she would say this. Figure out what is approaching us and kill Egon. Just kill him. I'm gonna go back to sleep because I need spells.
Okay. I will stealthily leave the hut, following his tracks. If I can.
I go back to sleep.
All right. With advantage, cause Elven, Cloak of the Elven God. Yeah, advantage, yeah. Oh, well, with the 5 and a 6 on stealth,
Man.
that's gonna be. Those are 4 different dice. The first one, I need to use that one more often. That would be a 14 to stealth.
Real quiet. Your footfalls are also light on the snow. And as you push through that arcane barrier,
since I can't see, I have my short out instead of my bow.
Okay.
So that I'm more ready for close combat.
Okay, so as you push out of the hut, it's like getting hit in the chest. The cold that immediately surrounds you immediately freezes your windpipe. You feel the ice begin to accumulate on your eyelashes, and you can see it crystallize as you exhale. Press forward. Give me a survival check to see if you can track Egon in the pitch black.
Okay.
Even with your dim light vision.
I can't roll well, but that's a 13.
13. Okay.
Yeah.
You continue pushing out into the darkness. How far do you go before stopping if you don't see sign of Egon?
I want to be able to make sure that I can get back to the hut, knowing that, and that's given with being in favorite terrain, I can't get lost except for magical means, I think. Knowing the fog is probably a magical source, or in my mind, it's probably a magical source. I kind of don't want to get too far from the hut. I want to be able to make sure I can
That would
figure
be
to get
60
back.
feet of visual range, and even then that's pushing it based on the circumstances. on stealth. You get to right at the 60-foot threshold when you see a faint sort of bluish light glow, roughly in a humanoid silhouette that's about another 20 feet in front of you. And you can see sort of huddled a dark mass at its feet. It's pretty easy to gather that this is Egon, who is kneeling at the foot of this visage, this apparition that you can't quite immediately make out any detail on. Give me one more perception check.
All right, let's use you because you like me. And that's an 8 on the dice. So that would be 16.
16, okay, that's still enough.
Yeah.
You watch as the humanoid figure seems to sort of crystallize in your vision. The same female humanoid that you saw in the ice garden reaches out, leans down, almost doubling over, and just lightly touches a fingertip to Egon's nose.
I will switch to my longbow and fire one shot at her and one shot at Egon. Either way, I'm getting their attention.
Here we go.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, this will be the first one.
What's Zadrin's wisdom score?
Ladies and gentlemen,
it's a 14.
last
it
episode
should be
of
wiser,
Frigiphobia.
but yeah. Also, he's a
Zadrin's
Shatterkai. They
last
have
episode.
a kind of disregard for death in their stats. So yeah.
What about
Oh,
our
that's
deaths?
a so the one to Egon is a 16, and the one to the lady is a 30. I rolled a 5 and a 19. Yeah, 3-0. 19 plus 11, 30. Yeah.
The 30 will hit. As well as 16 on Egon, I believe. Why don't you go ahead and roll that damage first?
Okay. All right, that would be her. That would be Egon. Okay. Well, min damage, but yeah, Egon gets an 8 piercing damage. The lady gets 7 piercing from a magical longbow.
All right. You know what? Let's go ahead and move you onto a battle map, shall we?
Man.
So,
Yeah. And then I turn and book it to the, like, kind of making sure I'm not necessarily not being stealthy, but being obvious where I can follow my tracks back if need be. Like, back
60
in the
feet
direction.
away.
Yeah. Yeah. And I move 30 feet towards it. Yeah. And they're 20 feet away, about.
So that was points of piercing to Egon.
Yes, 8 to Egon, 7 to the Snow Lady, because, min damage, and I did not bonus action Hunter's Mark anyone. Or bonus action Planar Warrior anyone. Yeah.
Let's do this. I'm just going to put you all in initiative, though most of you are not aware that this is happening at the moment. Why you gotta go off on your own and do stuff?
Because
You know that
enchantment magic is bewitching.
you know that meme where all the people are horrified except that one guy in the background who's like,
Yeah.
that's me right
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. But yeah, no, it's just like, it's this disregard for death. They're like, it's not going to be that bad. I know where I'm going after I die. I was going to have to say hi to my friends.
Yep.
Maybe.
All right. Yeah. Everybody, go ahead and roll for initiative for me.
I have a level of exhaustion.
Mm.
Oh,
Yeah.
I needed this long rest.
I might do. I do too.
Yeah. Yeah. I have slept through my level of exhaustion because I only needed 4 hours.
Don't worry, Calvin. I'm sure it'll be fine. It'll be fine.
It will not.
It'll be all right. It'll be okay. Initiative. All
I rolled a natural 1 on initiative.
right.
Your rolls have been
All right.
I didn't.
I know, they're all over the place right now. Mostly bad.
And just for funsies, Zadrin, as you loose your arrows, flip back to back. As the one impacts the humanoid form, you see it just flinch ever so slightly, and then begin to rise up to its full height. and you notice that it starts to swell as if it's expanding. And the humanoid form that was very lithe and feminine becomes more hunched, bulbous, and grotesque. And the head turns towards you, and you see this creature.
Oh, it's that. Oh, God. It's the one
It's
in
an
the,
owl
yeah, on the cover page. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure it's fine. It's
Fine.
Yeah.
If it's on the cover, it's probably not that big a deal, you know.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
half owl and half goat.
I'm just going to be the guy screaming in the snow. Duh.
Wilhelm, what'd you get, bud?
0 is correct.
Oh, I see.
Oh my
You also got a
god.
natural one. Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah. Ooh.
We didn't need a party.
He might have rolled
right?
2, actually. Did you roll a 2, Alden?
No, I rolled I rolled with disadvantage because I believe initiative counts for that level of exhaustion. And then I did roll a natural 1. So then I was like, hey, there it is, baby.
I think it's a minimum of 1, though.
Oh, well, no, I don't think so.
I
My
think-
negative
no.
1 is 0.
No.
That's just for damage rolls.
Yeah.
There's no way you can get initiative of 0.
I
just
adjusted.
did.
man.
I've had negative initiatives before.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You can have a negative initiative. You
Yeah.
still get to go. The numbers are in order.
You're just last. That's all.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you're very
I-
last. Yeah.
Stand corrected.
Oh,
Here we
oh,
are.
I didn't use my bonus action.
Your action is what triggers combat.
Okay,
So I
actions,
don't think you would have time to.
The
And you said you
movement
just turned tailed and ran.
Yeah.
So I'll give you 15 feet of movement for free, and then we go into proper.
Okay. So I am
Oh my
45
God.
feet away. Yeah. Okay.
I will say, as you see the arrow impact Egon, you hear a strange fracturing sound and see a chunk of what looks like flesh and ice mixed just kind of get launched off the side as it crumbles to the ground.
He's okay. Yeah, he's being turned to an ice monster. Or
This is
statue.
the second time you've ruined one of her sculptures.
Yeah, the whole last second time.
All right, at the top of the round is
Dude.
Auril.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
and my kobold has the like Cubone-esque like ice
Oh no.
thing,
Oh, boo.
just for a visual.
She wants
Sucks.
to- As a bonus action, you know,
Where's my red for damage marker?
gonna come play with you, Zadra, and she can just get to you with her Misty Step,
Okay. Fun.
and then she's gonna reach out with the same sort of elongated talon-like claw to try and pierce you with a touch of frost. That's a modifier. That is going to be a 34 to hit.
Oh, yeah.
boy.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Here we
Yeah.
go.
Well, at least you removed your curse and you're no longer vulnerable to the cold damage you're about to take.
Yeah. Yeah. As a
you take-
reaction, you said it's cold
Uh,
damage.
It is cold damage.
As a reaction, I'll cast absorb elements.
nice.
So I
Here's
have
the
resist-
thing.
Yeah.
You can't.
Oh,
Because when it hits you, you take 9 points of cold damage and cannot take reactions until the start of your next.
yeah.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Oh God.
That brings us to
Okay.
the next
That
few
is,
people.
you said
in the
9.
initiative.
Yep.
We're sleeping, so we'll just come on around to you, Zadrin.
Yep.
At this point, you are about 50 feet from the hut, from when you stepped up and then pulled back.
Mm-hmm. Bonus action. Blessing of the Raven Queen.
Okay.
30 feet towards the hut. I'm incorporeal.
Guess
I have
should-
resistance to. It's not. It doesn't say invisible, just incorporeal, and I have resistance to damage. And I will take 2 shots at her. Auril.
Okay, go ahead and use your token.
Yep. Where's the hut? Oh, you put it this way. Okay, there's the hut.
I know what you're thinking, Griffin.
Yep.
Like, don't drag us into this.
This is your mess, brother.
Yeah, I know it's my mess, but it's the impenetrable hut that's there for another hour and a half.
Well, I mean.
Oh, that's a natural
impenetrable,
20 on one hit and a 18 on another.
Okay.
So the natural 20 is 14 points of piercing damage. And does the 18 hit?
14 piercing and does an 18 hit.
Yeah, it's magical
Yes, it does.
piercing. Okay. And that would be 10 magical piercing.
Takes it. All right, that is your bonus action and action.
And then, yep, 30 feet movement. Hi, I'm at the edge of the hut, ready to be like, sorry to wake y'all. I've done fucked up.
So you're still outside the hut.
It's still outside the hut, yeah.
Okay, and you're calling out.
Not yet, because I know the dome is, like, I figured it has some resistance and. Was it soundproof or?
That's what I was about to check.
You would not know the innate details of the spell.
Yeah, I just know we've used it before and like gotten the warning magic
you know
and
that
what
you
attacks.
can hear slightly dampened sound from outside. You're not sure about anything coming from within, though.
Okay, I will holler out to them, be like, "Hours upon us. Sorry."
It is transparent from the inside. Like
Yeah.
inside out, there is no visible dome.
Mm-hmm.
So if he says words, like people can see him if we wake up.
Except we're sleeping.
Yeah.
Yes.
It'd just be whether
We're not
y'all.
just having coffee inside the hut.
Yeah.
Bran, give me a perception check at disadvantage.
Yeah. My favorite skill. Oh, could have been so good. A 12.
A 12 is exactly what you need. You hear and are aroused from your slumber by the sound of Zadrin calling out that Arl is upon you. You do get to take your turn, but will take half your movement to stand from your prone position. And
Okay.
do you have dark vision?
No.
Just
I can double-
beyond the dome, and Zadrin just outside it.
Right. So yeah, I kind of hear something in the distance, and I'm jolted up, and I go like this to try to hit my fellow companions, and I realize that I have made it so clear that I don't like cuddling, that no one is on either side of me.
Yep.
And
You were pretty clear
in
about
my in my almost drunken, sleepy, it's almost like rage, because I can tell, me and Zadrin especially have adventured the Arctic specifically together in the front for a long time. And I'm going to, use my pelt and kind of put it around me and cross my shoulders. And I'm just going to roll. I'm going to roll over every single fucking person in this hut. And I'm going to steamroll everybody. And I guess...
I'll say that'll use all your movement if you want to do that and then stand up.
Yeah.
But you'll still have an action and bonus action.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, so I'm gonna do that. Because I don't even know that I really have time to yell. I just need them to be awake as soon as I can. And I'm going to use my action to cast Summon Beast. And I'm going to just summon a small air-only beast to hang out. And then, that beast comes alive, and hopefully I've ruined everyone's slumber enough.
Sorry.
Okay. We'll just
You
use
didn't do
this
that on purpose.
token for your beast, because I believe it gets stats and everything, right?
It does.
All right. You can just run it on your turn. I'll give you control here in just a moment. In the meantime, anything else?
Oh. Yeah, and then my bonus action, I am going to cast my Spirit Totem as my bonus action. So that's 10 temporary HP to everybody except for Zadrin.
Oh yeah, it doesn't extend outside the hut. Yeah.
No.
All
I knew
right.
that.
That
yeah.
will include your summon beast, though. Next up, Wilhelm, you are rudely awakened by a muffled cry that kind of still registers in your dream, and then the crushing and bludgeoning experience of Gran rolling over top of you. As you blink awake, you see Zadra wide-eyed and terrified just beyond the dome. What would you like to do?
Well, I stand up and think I'll start putting on my armor. How long is this going to take?
About a minute.
I believe is it 10 minutes
think it's-
for full plate?
10 minutes for heavy armor.
Yeah.
5 for medium, 1 for light.
No, I'm
Which
just kidding.
means this
He
isn't a
gets up. He
combat
gets up.
encounter.
I'll make sure to do my AC without my armor as we all die.
Yeah.
Why are you
Fix-
fighting?
Picked up his shield and this goes. What is going on?
That's a
I
good
just point-
question.
Yeah.
I
point-
see Zadrin. Yes.
Yeah.
It's about all you can see, as
Yes.
you are a human and do not have dark vision, and it is
Yes.
sheer blackness beyond the dome.
I heard something about oral, maybe? You sounded in distress. I couldn't make it out. The storm is too great.
Gran, were you having a bad dream after your good dream? Hmm?
No, this one's real, I promise.
All right. Well, maybe when he gets here, he will tell us what's going on.
The end of your turn,
Hmm?
she is going to use a legendary action. Teleport somewhere. Vulcan, you are rudely awakened by the sleepy shouting and Gran rolling and Zadrin panicking. What would you like to do?
I am going to use my action to don my shield. And
That can be your object interaction.
that can be my object interaction. Okay, very good. Oh, even better. Then 5, 10. This is outside the dome, right?
It will be, yes.
It will be. Okay, wonderful. And I'm gonna create my Eldritch Cannon,
Okay.
Force Ballista Edition.
All right. The last map that we had that on was. What else are you doing?
I'm gonna stand at the ready.
There, are you readying an action?
No, because I already used my action.
Oh, that's a full action. Okay, gotcha. All right. And I skipped her proper turn.
Yeah.
I used
I
the
was
legendary
wondering,
action.
but it's because she's invisible. So.
What's the range on that? Oh, yeah. Let's see. Oh, shit. Does a 16 hit you, Zadra?
That is the number that you gotta meet.
We'll take another 15 points of cold damage as
Round
rocketing
down.
out of the darkness behind you and then impacting in the back of your shoulder a chromatic icy orb.
Okay. And
Well,
half
it's
that, because I'm incorporeal. Yay. So let's start my next turn. So, just,
And that was all of your turn, Vulcan.
Yeah, is she still invisible?
Do you have dark vision?
I do. Out to 60 feet.
You do not see anything within 60 feet.
No.
I will say that you can tell the chromatic orb came from this general direction, northwest, but that is all you can tell.
I mean, I'll take a
Osborne.
shot. I'll take a shot in that general direction.
Okay, roll at disadvantage.
$16.
At disadvantage, that'll hit.
Yeah. Woo. 8 points of force damage and is pushed back 5 feet.
Got it. Alrighty. Osborne, that brings us to you.
Well, I've been rudely disturbed. So I look around and I don't see anything except Zadrin. Do kind of see Zadrin? Can I see him?
You can see Zadrin. He's just beyond the dome.
You're incorporeal though, so can I see you?
Yeah. So like a ghost, you can see a ghost, but it's like weird.
Even worse.
Yeah.
Okay. So I guess what I'm going to do is look around and see nothing. And then I'm going to use a bardic inspiration.
Oh, what?
Oh, what?
And I'm going to use that on Mr. I take 10 minutes to put my armor on.
Okay.
Oh, hey, thanks.
How do you bardically inspire your companions, Osborne?
Perhaps with some poetry.
Wow.
Lovely.
Oh, I
Alright.
fixed that loot for you. Aww.
Anything else on your turn?
I cannot see into the darkness, but apparently she comes at last, so maybe hurry the fuck up and put your shit on fast.
I'm not really dressing. I'm just holding the shield. And I have a loincloth.
Well, why are you jostling me so much?
That's a lot of chafing.
Osborne, I'm guessing you go ahead and at least stand.
Yeah, okay.
Velen, what you got? Actually, before you do that, legendary action. Okay, continue.
Great.
Okay. So Velen's been rolled over, and but like a minute prior was interrupted from their sleep. I feel like the people who are in the dome kind of roughly understand the scope of the problem at this point, right? So I'm going to very briefly say to everyone who's near, if I leave the hut doesn't exist. So I'm going to stay here and hope this blows over and keep sleeping, or try to, because I need spell slots. That's the only way I can help any of you.
All right.
But
any held action?
Wow.
Can I even try to rest if I'm holding an action, like holding a spell?
You can literally choose not to participate in this fight and just relax. You don't have to be asleep to be resting.
Okay, I'll say if it's possible, I will hold an action of if the dome falls, I will in any way, shape, or form, I will attack. I'll cast a spell at whatever the figure is if it's within range.
If you're holding a spell, you have to go ahead and mark the spell slot, because it just uses your reaction to loose it.
What if it's a cantrip?
Then that's fine. Yeah,
Okay.
you can hold a cantrip.
No, I'll do that. As long as it can't, as long as this means if I don't participate in combat, I can still finish the long rest and get the rest of my spells. If it doesn't mean that, then I'm out.
Yeah, not until you cast that cantrip.
Okay.
Grand, Wilhelm on deck.
Me and my little guy are.
Oh wait, did you skip my turn?
Nope, we're not there yet.
Oh, okay.
Or-
Gran is.
What's your? Oh, just kidding. Yeah, I did. Sorry. And Ryston. Sorry, I don't know why it jumped like that.
did think I
Ryston,
was
you're actually up.
Ryston's like, what? What? Are we? Come on, you can't be serious. Okay.
We have
And
to
he
help our friend.
staggers up onto his feet and he picks up his stuff and starts sifting through it for his shield and his rapier. And he picks them both out, spending as many actions as necessary. And he just sort of yawns and starts trudging. He's gonna keep in the hut for now. He figures whatever. It'll be fine.
I will. Oh, I can't do that. Shit. No. No. I could do that. Oh my god. I'll do that. No, that's an action. I will hold my action till I see something. And I am solid now. Let's see. I will.
Okay, what action are you holding?
I will just hold. All I can really do is hold a regular attack, really. That'd be the best thing, I think. Actually, no. I will hold Hunter's Mark. So I have
You will
advantage
hold
of
Hunter's Mark?
So I
Okay.
have advantage to perception or survival checks to kind of track her when she does that disappearing thing.
Got it. Yeah, we'll say you can hold a bonus action.
Yeah.
Gran, what you got?
All right. I'm gonna look around as everybody's kind of prepping to
Oh,
go.
I will say it's like, as my action, I will be like, sorry, I think I killed Egon as he was being turned to his ice statue, and yeah, Aurel's upon us.
Are you moving into the dome?
I will stay outside the dome and just, yeah,
Got it. Gran.
stay ready so I can cast a spell.
All right. So none of us got our full rest, right?
Correct. Except for Zadrin.
Except for Velen, I guess.
Zadrin.
Okay.
got
Zadrin.
his. Velen hasn't
Yeah.
gotten his yet.
Well, yeah.
I'm desperately hoping.
Zadrin doesn't count.
Yeah.
Okay, so I can see Zadrin right outside the hut then.
Yep.
Okay. I'm just gonna motion him in. And I'm just gonna hold an attack action. I have no reason to like go out guns blazing. No. Doesn't seem necessary. I can't see Aurel at his heels or anything, right?
Okay. So you're holding a melee attack?
Yeah. Well, I can hold a spell. I'm probably. I'm gonna be holding a spell actually.
Okay. You would need to mark the spell slot, but I will remind you all that spells and other magical effects cannot pass through Leomund's hut. That does include from inside. So you would have to be outside.
Okay, I hold in my melee attack then. I got my staff out.
All right. Wilhelm, you're up.
Wilhelm moves outside the hut, stands there next to Zadrin and goes, "Why don't you get inside the hut?"
I want to make sure we can track her if she disappears again. And make sure she's going away from us.
Can she fly?
No idea.
Isn't
So they-
she a god?
Yeah, like
Isn't
I really
this
don't think
her
you're gonna be able
domain?
to track her. Like,
You
let's-
lunatic!
Let's go to sleep. What are you doing?
Anything else on your turn, Wilhelm?
Nope. I raise my shield and protect my friend.
At the end of your turn, she will use her last legendary action before her turn comes back around. You notice, actually, probably just Zadrin with your passive perception, you hear a sort of whooshing of air above the dome, about 20 feet, and glance up and see that this winged owl-like form is in the air directly over top. I'm not going to put the joke in there.
See, she can fly.
Yep.
You do notice that she is casting a spell, or preparing to cast a spell. As it gets to her turn, she will...
My hunter's mark will go off as I see her. So she's hunter's marked. Yeah. And I'm concentrating.
She is then going to finish casting her spell, move from the area. Actually, she's going to do it in the other area. She's going to, other order. She's going to continue passing over the dome and then cast her spell. Who all is outside the dome currently? I believe that's
Just
Vulcan,
us two.
Wilhelm, and Zadrin.
Oh,
Uh-huh.
apparently Vulcan.
I need you all to make dexterity saving throws as rock hard chunks of ice begin to fall from the sky as she casts Ice Storm.
I don't know where Vulcan is here on the map. If that's him, Vulcan add 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, add 4. Everybody add 4.
Everybody have 4.
Yay. Oh, wait. So,
Ooh.
Nice. That's 23, baby.
That will be a That's 19 on the die, plus 8 is 27, so 39. Oh no, plus 4, 31. Not plus 14.
Well,
Yeah.
12.
12 will fail. The other 2 will succeed and take half of this damage. 5, 7, 10, 16, 22, 25. 25 points of cold damage on a failure, 12 points on a success. And it is now difficult terrain for 20 or for 10 feet in any direction outside the hut. That is her turn. So she ends up about here, roughly 20 feet in the air. Vulcan, it is now your turn. You were able to catch a glimpse due to your dark vision of her making herself known above the hut and then traveling off in the other direction. Currently, she would have partial cover from the opaque dome that's partially in your way, but if you step out a few feet, you'll get a clear line.
Okay, and that
It
is
is difficult terrain, though, so every block will cast you double movement.
I will do 5, 10. There. You know what? Even further back, I'd say. And I'm gonna Firebolt and Eldritch Cannon. We will start with Firebolt.
All right.
Nice, 25 to hit.
25 hits.
Dealing 10 points. Sorry, 16. No. How is that 16? Yeah, okay, 16 points of fire damage. I forgot about my extra D8. And then the Forest Cannon. That's a nat 1.
Will not hit them.
Which is a shame.
Okay.
And I have my turn.
All your movement and your actions. At the end of your turn, she is going to use a legendary action to teleport adjacent to you, Saturn.
Oof, good thing I stepped.
Okay.
Good thing I stepped away.
Osborne. Ozzy, what you got?
So spells won't pass through the dome.
Correct.
They're outside.
Correct.
The horrible monster is approaching them.
Oh yeah, she's like 10 feet beyond where you are.
It's not difficult for us to go in and out of the dome, though, right? I mean, we can just step out and in
just
as we
walk
please.
out, walk in.
Okay. So I'm gonna step out of the dome over here.
Okay. I will remind you it's difficult terrain all around.
Okay.
But if you're popping in and out, shouldn't matter.
And then I'm gonna cast a good old fireball.
Okay. Where are you centering it?
Far enough away on the other side of it so it doesn't hit my compatriots.
Alrighty.
Yes.
You don't have to see where you're centering it.
Can I not see through the dome?
No, not once you're outside it. It's opaque when you are outside it.
Can you?
You'd really only have to pop up.
Can you draw a circle where the dome is?
Sure. 10-foot radius, correct, Devin?
Yeah, yeah.
Can I not see over Wilhelm?
Yeah, it'll be fine.
Okay.
You should have space.
Okay. Then I'm gonna roll damage.
Yeah, you got plenty of options.
Oh my god, we're in a straight line.
Oh wow, that was a lot of.
Well, he's ducking back in the dome, I'm assuming.
34 points of fire damage. You dex save though.
Wow.
A 14.
That's a great roll.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, a lot of 5s.
16?
That passes, so you take 17 points of fire damage. And then I'll guess I'll go back in the dome.
Show some wear and tear.
Okay. that's it for me.
Okay. At the end of your turn, she is going to use 2 legendary actions for Touch of Frost on Zadrin once more. This is the repeated Tyler. Hold on. 37 to hit.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I almost crit you. That would have been...
Oh, that would have been terrible.
Pretty funny though.
You take 18 more cold damage.
And no reactions, you said?
Reactions till the start of your next
Okay.
turn. Velen.
It sucks.
Yep.
God or something.
Man. I think I'm gonna do the same, like hold. I'll do a cantrip if I gotta, but I feel like impenetrable force field is better than 1 or 2 spells for me. So
Braxton, what you got?
I just kind of like shrug and frown, like, sorry guys.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Hey, come here. You want to get big?
No.
I can make you big.
I can make me
He
big.
can make him big.
I can make you bigger.
That's not
how that works.
that's not really compelling me to get out of the dome. There would have to be, like, I would have to think she was going to take away the dome for me to actually get out of the dome. I think Ryston sits back down.
Okay.
I think Ryston sits back down on his bedroll, and he's like, you know what? I've got my sword, I've got my shield, and if you guys really, really fuck this up, I'll get involved. But otherwise, I'm going to go ahead and hang out. All right? Get in the dome. Stop being pricks and bothering the owl.
Adrian?
Well, I'm going to have to break melee, get out of her melee range either way. So I will step here. So there's 5 feet between us. Shoot, bonus action, planar warrior, her.
Okay, as you move, 22 to hit.
Yep.
Ooh, max. 11 points of 11 points of piercing damage plus 3 points of cold damage.
All right. I'm looking real bad. All right, so yeah, planar warrior, her, and then 2 attacks. Ooh. That would be a 22 and a 28. Well, 22 on the first one and the second one. All right, for the planar warrior, that will be all damage becomes force damage and an extra d8. So that will be 16 force damage from the first hit. And the second one will be 12 points of regular piercing damage.
Okay, takes it.
And I'm going to continue around Wilhelm this way, away from her, and into the dome.
10, 20,
Okay, so
30 feet
we're just
will get you just inside the dome here.
Okay.
we're just going back in the dome.
Yeah.
We shouldn't have gone out of the dome.
But it's just gonna sit there until the dome goes away.
Yeah.
Yeah, and by then I'll have had a long rest, and I'll be willing to fight the thing.
Fran, anything on your turn?
No, I hear that. Rayson, I hear that loud and clear. I think I'll curl back up as well. Zadrin, how do you feel? Are we safe
Ow.
right now? And I will I'll use my bonus action and just cast a healing word. But I think I'm trying to rest too.
Okay,
Casting a spell breaks long rest.
that it does.
Yeah.
Well,
God, Sandra, why?
That's
You
true,
can
I
take a
don't-
short rest in
No,
the
I need my spells back.
rest of the dome time.
Yeah.
I need my
Take your
spells back.
take
so
your
bad.
rest.
what are you doing, Graham?
I'm gonna just. Okay. And I'm just gonna lay back down.
Wilhelm, what you got?
Wilhelm moves back into the dome. Would using my lay on hands on Zadrid break my long rest?
Because that does not come from you, it's channeled through you. I'm gonna say no.
Great. And Wilhelm will heal you, Zadrin, for 15 hit points.
Okay.
Oh, do you
Thank
know what? It actually, I read the rules wrong for long rest. Long rest is at least 1 hour of walking, fighting, casting spells, or similar adventuring activity. Breaks long rest.
Well, this isn't a 1 hour. This has been a few minutes. Which is fine with me. But we'll see what she decides to do. 'Cause
Yeah.
That's what really matters.
Yeah, this is. I'm just saying. I'm relaying the rules as I'm reading them.
We did it as any action in AL, so we'll keep doing that for now, and then I'll follow up on that and have a judgment next session. But Wilhelm, nothing else on your turn?
No, he had to move in and he had to spend an action. He's good. His armor's sitting there on the ground.
You left me by myself.
I don't know why you ran so far out of the dome.
Yeah.
It was
I
very
thought
silly.
we were gonna do
You're
this.
so far.
I didn't realize we're not gonna do it.
Griffin,
You thought we were gonna fight a
this is a teachable moment, Griffin. Next time, realize that you can't make us do this. That you should think about whether or not that your friends are going to come with you.
I
and do
wasn't gonna
something
make
dumb.
anybody do anything. I thought
I
we
ain't
were
jumping
just
off
gonna
no
do
bridge
it.
with you. I ain't jumping off no bridge.
Oh.
I'll watch you. Yep. Bye, girl. Bye, Felicia.
I'm fine.
It is going to be her.
Do it.
Talking is a free action, you guys. We could have
Yeah.
actually discussed this a little bit.
It was
I'm not
flying
saying we
there,
could have
though.
had big monologues, but like
29 to hit.
Oh,
I thought about that
Jesus.
too.
Yeah, I can't do nothing
So
about
far
that.
away.
I couldn't see her.
13 points of cold damage.
Oh, she's bloody.
And
fine.
you cannot take reactions until the start of your next turn.
Didn't want to do it.
And then she will bonus action Misty Step. Here. Actually, she's gonna go over here and get some cover. Vulcan, your turn.
Okay, screw you. I'm going home. And I dash into the hut.
He turns around and his whole party's gone.
I said, I'm not playing with you anymore.
Okay. You action dash to get in there through the difficult terrain that the ice storm created. Anything else on your turn?
Yes, I cast a. No, I can't. Never mind. I'm done.
She will use a legendary action then, seeing what is happening. To teleport closer, stalking towards the dome.
But she's no longer 100 marked because I lost concentration on that. One of those attacks.
Is anyone planning to leave the dome or otherwise continue engaging?
I was going to engage with her a little bit,
Yeah, same here.
depending.
I was going to heal myself for a turn and then jump out and be like, bam. Or heal myself for 2 turns and then jump out and bam.
Okay, well, we'll stay in initiative then. Osborne, anything?
No. Can I roll a or can I try to perceive this form in front of me? I don't know, like
You have dark vision?
I do. Just to commit it to memory. You know what I mean? Like, you know,
Mm-hmm.
this horrible
Yeah.
friggin' monster outside the thing to
Give me a perception check.
Okay.
Just to see how much detail you can discern. You know, should you ever need to recreate it or anything.
How does a 4 grab you?
Oh man, that's definitely an owl head on a goat body.
Well, that's something, I guess.
Owl half goat. How strong could it be?
Ellen, anything on your turn, or you can?
The god? Griffin?
Same thing.
Was your question about the god? How
Ryston,
strong could the god be?
your turn.
Ryston, quick DM judgment. Is donning armor break a long rest?
I'm gonna say no, as long as it's done in the normal amount of time that it would take.
Oh, it takes a minute for light armor, so he's just gonna go ahead and I guess long rests include this kind of morning routine, don't they? At the end of them anyway. To
Sure,
a degree.
yeah.
That is so true.
They're implied to, I guess, a little bit. Anyway, Ryston's just going to go ahead and put the thing on. I think he starts talking to Owl, just like aimlessly talking shit, being like, so what's with the eye? Why is it shaped like a snowflake? Did you do that when you got here? Or is
He
that...
hears none of it from outside the dome, but
It's not for her, really. It's to make him feel better about the dire situation he's in. That's always what Ryston's doing.
Roger. It is your
I
turn.
can relate.
I will use an action to cast Cure Wounds on myself.
Okay. Anything else on your turn?
No, because I don't want her to have a held action and then pop out at me as I pop my head out to do something.
Mm-hmm.
At the end of your turn, she will use another legendary action. And as she takes another step towards the dome, there's like a glitch in her movement. Suddenly she's just outside it, Ryston. And you can see that she towers even over the height of the dome itself and just extends a clawed, taloned hand and begins raking the tips of those bladed fingertips over the dome with this terrible, shrill sound. But the eyes are wide, fierce, strangely intelligent for such a creature.
I think that Ryston starts to do the same thing on the other side of the dome, and he's going, ee, scream.
You know what we should do?
Ooh,
We should start
Ooh,
digging.
I'm an owl.
Maybe we can
Brandon,
tunnel
it's
our
your
way
turn.
out of here.
I feel like the permafrost is a little too thick to tunnel our way out.
No, you got those sharp claws. You can just,
And I put my claws up on there and go, and then it actually makes the ee sound.
Yep.
Ooh,
Yeah,
not in the
that's
dome,
it.
Gran. Not in the dome.
That's
Oh,
it.
sorry. I just
I'm trying to be very
I
chill
just-
here.
I had to try it out. Okay, here's the thing. She wants in. So,
She looks hurt.
Maybe
Too.
if Zadrin apologizes.
Gran, it's your turn. What are you doing?
I'm thinking he was apologizing.
So I have my little beast on my shoulder. He kind of looks like the ice muppet. He's got wings. He's like all white with some blue accents. And we walk out of the hut.
Okay. Go ahead and
Walk
move your
out.
token for me.
Okay, just right outside.
Okay.
I don't know if I might need one more, but yeah. And I kind of just
what?
have my
Go ahead.
what?
Go ahead, Gran.
I just have my hands up.
Aurel, I do not want to hurt you. I understand this is your island. What do you want from us? We're just helpless, kind of weak adventurers.
The owl head rotates with like a strange fluidity to the movement, and the eyes focus on you. Anything else on your turn, Gran?
I'm gonna have an actual attack prepared, but no, I'm not gonna attack her. She's not doing anything to me.
She's going to use her third legendary action to attack you.
Man.
That is going to be a 25 to hit.
That's fine. I'm not gonna hit the first punch.
Ooh, shitty damage. 5 points of piercing plus 6 points of cold.
Oh, Cold is nothing. Okay. So I still got an action last turn, so I can do my held action.
I would say like appealing to her is your action.
Oh, cool. Okay. Yeah. That's cool. But my little, yeah. I'm gonna do that. And that is that's a 15.
Okay.
Oh, it does? Oh, sweet. So 3 plus 4, so 7 damage.
Non-magical slashing?
Yes.
Exit. As she does, since your passive perception is so freaking high, you notice that the wounds do not bleed. Instead, there is a snowy, slushy mix that is just slowly oozing from the wounds on her form. Wilhelm, now it is your turn, darling.
All right. Well, Wilhelm's like, oh my gosh. Moves out. I guess he moves here. And he attacks. Does a 17 hit.
That hits.
I will smite.
Ooh.
Smite. Blah, blah, blah. So 3d8. All right. So damage. 5. Okay, so 14. 8 is 22 damage on the first attack.
Okay.
Second attack. Ooh,
I will
Oh.
save you the trouble, Wilhelm.
Okay.
As you land the first blow, there is an explosion of snow, ice, and slush, and you watch the entire form of this creature just sort of disintegrate, much like the ice statue had in the garden before. And it is quiet for a moment before, just shy of instantaneously, you see appearing 60 feet away a new figure. This one about 14 feet tall. It resembles the beautiful feminine humanoid, but covered in jagged spikes of ice and dark crystal. You see this figure appear.
And at his most Terry Crews, he's like, "Will you cut it out? I'm trying to get a good night's sleep." And I will end my turn.
Just full everybody loves Chris dad energy.
See what she's got. Okay. You watch as she opens her mouth in a silent scream. The noise doesn't reach you through auditory means, but all of you, including those in the dome, hear the shrill, rage-filled wail of this entity rise in your subconscious before it abruptly cuts off as she disappears from sight.
Hooray.
Ariel has left the building. I
Oh,
will
thank
go
Christ.
through the suspension of putting y'all through another round. She is gone.
So, quick question. Oh. No, I was doing in character stuff. If you got more. Okay. So, quick question for everybody that fought Auril the Frost Maiden, the evil god that were on this island to straight up kill if possible.
Mm-hmm.
How was it? What was?
I think we can take her.
Okay,
Honestly,
Yeah,
I'm
it wasn't
hurt.
bad. Yeah, no, I felt
That's
good.
what I want to hear.
It really
Wilhelm.
wasn't
I'm
that
wearing my
bad, yeah.
armor.
Give
Look
me a
at
hand,
me.
Wilhelm.
My nipples are probably.
she can
I
really
need
hurt
someone to
you.
look at this.
I was
This is
expecting
dangerous.
worse, you know.
Yeah. Would
I
someone
lost-
please heal my
Yeah.
nipples back on?
I lost 60 hit points.
We're not.
I was 16
concerned
points away
about
from death.
you quite as much.
Well, you were.
as-
Yeah, you were
Yeah.
soloing her. That's stupid.
Yeah.
I don't know what you were
Zadrin-
thinking. Yeah.
You sort of started it.
I mean, that's actually very impressive. See,
Yeah.
I think we can take her. Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel
Good
like
job,
you know
everyone.
what you did wrong there. You know,
Yeah,
I feel
I
like
did.
we learned from the
I hope so.
experience.
I feel fine.
All right. Good night, everybody.
Is anyone staying up to continue the watch for the remaining?
I will.
No,
not
no,
me.
you don't get to do watch anymore.
Go to bed. Do another long rest.
I'll do a
Not
short
me.
rest.
I think you
Because
need a
that's all I
long
do.
one.
Yeah, because you only have about an hour and a half left of the
I'll take the watch.
Thank you. Thank you.
You have not
Catalina.
gotten
Save
your
the
long
nips.
rest yet, Vulcan.
Yeah.
I got close though.
You got 6 out of 8 hours.
And if I do watch for 1 hour. No.
Up to you.
All right, make the elf do it. Stupid elves.
Zadrin, you're
Yeah.
short resting.
Yeah. I'll. Can I do that while I watch, or is that separate?
We'll say you can do it during.
Okay. I'm using some hit die.
Be good though.
Yeah. I don't have any
This
D10s
wasn't
out.
because of your curse. This was just a solstice thing. Let me double check though for the hit die.
Okay.
Oh, and if you see anything weird, Zadrin,
I'm not
stay in
going
the
out.
tent.
I am going to stay in the hut this time. Especially if none of y'all go out to go investigate.
Why?
But
What
no,
happened?
I'm okay. Don't put this back on us.
What did you see out there that made you cause that?
Well, Egon, the kobold,
that?
went out.
Oh.
The kobold, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Left the hut.
Be gone.
Yeah, and I followed
too soon.
him, and as the owl goat thing touched Egon, who was bowing to it, he started
So-
turning to ice, and that's when I kind of went to go kill Egon.
Well, he
Oh.
went to go protect one of our allies. It is
Like,
very honorable.
So this isn't your fault at all. This is Belen's fault.
Well,
No,
why?
You're having
I would say
weak kobold
Velen.
servants.
No.
I mean,
Oh, 1 second. I say a prayer for the poor little kobold.
yeah, whatever.
Yeah,
Um,
sure.
Yeah. Oh,
Velen gave us a
That's
nice place
wrong.
to sleep.
Yes, there's no time
she
limit
can't
on that.
help you
That is
make your
true.
saves.
That's
So
true.
I think,
Yeah.
by the way, the kobold, because he was sleeping so close to me, should have gotten +4 on his save. Think about that next time.
Totally
The
wouldn't
next
pay the
time, it's your
difference.
ability.
Yeah.
So really, it's Wilhelm's fault.
No, it's all the kobold's fault for rolling so low.
And speaking of the kobold, I knew a kobold shopkeep back in Baldur's Gate. He was a person. We're not.
Yes.
I don't want to gloss over that too hard.
Oh no, I really miss Egon. I'm very
Was
sad
this
for
not
his...
a zombie kobold?
No,
No,
this was
I
one of
killed
Only
those
the living
blood-
ones were
blood
like-
ones.
Oh,
yeah. These were people, man.
They bothered me, so
that's too
she
bad.
killed him. 'Cause she had-
Velen is just like, we can talk about this in like an hour and a half. Let's just table this. Let's go to
Alright.
bed.
For anyone rolling hit die, which I think is just you, Zadrin,
Mhm.
remember that you are only going to regain a number of hit points equal to your Constitution modifier for each die you roll.
Okay. Oh,
Wait.
yes.
Yeah, for each die.
All right.
I was so screwed when we did that a
Yeah.
couple sessions ago.
Oh yeah.
My
Sorcerer
low
Bard.
Constitution modifier.
Oh yeah. Okay. The rest of the night passes without any further conflict or approach. The darkness does slowly begin to lift, though it never crests more than a pale, sickly glow over the icy island. We've only got about 20 more minutes to go. Y'all think we can manage without a break?
Let's go.
Yes, well, my character can't, but I can. Yes. So, tell me what happens.
You do all finish your long rest.
Okay.
We'll just say, for now, we'll go off the rules as written because it wasn't an hour of interruption. You can go ahead and mark your long rest. Except for you, Zadrin.
Yeah.
You get your short rest.
Yeah.
The morning comes, The spell fades, finding some of you hustling to get into your cold weather clothes, your thick furs and hides, and immediately the whipping wind tries to send bites of frost across your skin. But the day is yours, continuing to press on towards the location that Sopo had indicated, Velen?
Yes, before we leave, I asked Zadrin to take me to where Egon died.
Or got a chunk of blood off. I will gladly, just quietly, not gladly, but yeah.
Yes, come on, let's check out your dead friend.
He's right here.
Spring in his step and a song in his heart.
I will acquiesce to that request and solemnly take him on to where the whole thing ordeal started.
To the spot easily enough. Egon is not present, but there is the partially frozen tail that was blown off that remains behind.
I didn't fully kill him, it seems, as the process took hold.
Are there any, like, tracks?
Give me a survival check.
Okay. Damn it, I'm not a survival person.
I will aid you if you make that request known.
Yes, please help.
Okay.
Really help.
So you can either assist or you can roll your own survival.
I will probably roll my own.
You're a little more practiced in this.
Yeah.
Can I assist them?
Sure.
Okay.
There you go. Yeah.
Well, with the 18 on the die, that'll be a 26.
26.
I couldn't even do that.
After an hour and a half of blowing across the top of these and eroding away whatever tracks remain, you find a bit of a depression where it seemed that Egon had fallen, but no tracks that lead away. Nothing more than just really a large divot in the snow. A few more little tiny frozen clumps, but nothing significant.
Yeah.
Flew away, or was airlifted out by something.
Well, if we see a kobold without a tail, made of ice, we'll know who it is.
Okay.
Whatever small, this is gonna be real gross. Whatever small pieces I can find, I'm gonna hold on to them, like the tail and whatever else. I assume like it's cold enough that it's just like holding, a frozen thing at this point. But
are you trying to make sure that you find all of them?
Most. I don't necessarily need all.
Okay, then I will make you roll a check. All
So
right.
like the tail and like what, like if there are chunks or like a bone or two, I'll grab those.
Gotcha. What are the rest of you doing? Any preparations before embarking on the day's trek? All right.
I'm gonna cast aid.
Okay. What are the details of aid?
3 creatures within 30 feet of me gain 5 points, 5 hit point maximum, and 5 hit points.
What 3 creatures are you choosing? And how long does that last?
It lasts for 8 hours. And I choose Wilhelm and me and Ryston.
Okay. Increase your hit point maximum by 5 and heal up to that. That will last for 8 hours. That means if you take damage and then heal within those 8 hours, you can continue going back up to that maximum.
Oh, okay, cool.
The big difference between that and 10. Okay. Who's leading the journey as you continue the march westward across the island of Solstice?
I think Brain and
Brain
I
and
will
Zadrin
continue.
taking your
Yeah.
usual point positions? Yep. Okay. 2 survival checks or 1 at advantage.
17.
Ooh, I rolled a 3, so 11.
17 is enough. You find yourselves occasionally coming across patches of ice that are barely concealed under freshly fallen snow, doing a little bit of the stooges, slippery running in place, but nothing dangerous that Grand isn't able to spot ahead of time. You journey for about 2 hours before you begin to see familiar, strange, shimmering shapes of ice as it appears you're coming to another sculpture garden. Are you going to push through or move around?
Let's give this one a wide berth, since we know that it can entrance you to disturb it.
And Wilhelm, how about you and me stand with Zadran while we make our way past? Just in case he's bewitched and we need to restrain him.
Again.
My very presence will protect you, my friend.
Okay, but also be like ready to grab him.
Oh, okay.
You can
Zadran, you
make
understand that we trust you and your ability to
Yeah,
retain
and it's only
your
when I got
minds.
real close.
Yeah, you know.
You can make a safe enough berth around it to avoid any particularly dangerous enchantments that may be present. But as you approach a few hours into your daily journey, I need everyone to give me a Constitution saving throw, please. At advantage because you're all prepared with warm weather gear, or cold weather gear rather.
Ooh, nice.
As a higher DC.
21.
23.
Succeeds.
20.
Succeeds.
20.
17?
Barely
18.
succeeds.
Ooh.
18.
Succeeds. Ryston.
20.
Osborne.
20.
All succeed.
Nice.
Well done.
A lot of
Passes.
20s.
I have a plus
Yeah.
5 to that. I'm not sure why. Thank you, D&D Beyond.
The end of the round. Okay.
Has that con modifier is high. Yeah.
Few hours journey.
Oh, I have a question I wanted to ask Zadran.
Mm-hmm.
Why do you, is there some kind of, I know you work for the Raven Queen, obviously. You're
Yes.
a Shadowkai ranger, that whole shtick. It's been very helpful and cool the whole time we've been journeying together. But why specifically do you think that it was you who was affected? Because we all moved through that statue garden together. Is there, have you ever like been targeted by anything? Is there some kind of thing I don't remember? Osborne had the Charlton amulet affect him a while back.
I don't know. I just remember I was going to take a closer look to do like a medicine check, just to see if they were petrified in some way. And I guess that triggered whatever, my closer inspection triggered whatever magic they had in them, which...
You think it was the curiosity or the distance?
Maybe a mix of both. But I just remember the figure shift slightly as it was smiling at me, and a faint, enchanting music played in the background as I reached out and felt compelled to touch his cheek. Her cheek.
I'm recalling a incident on top of a mountain back when we were trying to help those stranded gnome ceramorphs. I saw an illusion of my family's house in Baldur's Gate.
Oh.
I wonder if it was her magic then, too.
So then she
Maybe.
tricks you into doing it and then gets mad at you for doing it? Oh, that's so typical.
Gods, man. Am I right? Or am I...
Right? Yeah.
Gods be tempted.
I did that just to make Morgan mad, and I succeeded.
Gods be crazy.
You're the next target.
I gotta take it off of you. You're looking bad. It's just all right. I'm here. That's what I'm here for. I'm supposed to be your shield.
So, as you continue your journey, I'm not going to make y'all roll again just because we're getting towards the end here, and I want to get to what I thought would be the first exciting thing that happened this session. Give me a. Y'all are both so freaking perceptive. I'll say you do notice as you begin to edge one of the bluffs on the edge of the island that there is a sort of dip to one of the snowbanks, and you can see something discolored sticking out of it from this distance. Still about 50 feet out.
What does
Something
that
small,
look like?
roughly the size of like a tree branch, but you can't really tell. And there's no trees growing around.
I want to. Is that an arm sticking out of the snow? A tree branch, but there's no trees.
Or a soup ladle? Oh, I'm starving. Oh, I can't
Yes.
tell what it is.
Yeah, something other than these plain rations would be very welcome. And I guess.
Closer or make a perception check for me?
Yeah, I'll make a perception check.
While he's kind of focused in on that
16.
item,
Yeah.
I'm kind of looking around to make sure there's nothing coming to. Once he said arm, I'm thinking like bird comes in, gets their scraps kind of thing.
And you give me a perception check.
Oh yeah, the rock that we heard about from the whale.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is 16 plus 6. So whatever number that is, 22.
22, yeah.
Zadrin with a 16 peering closer. It's definitely something that doesn't belong. Can't be naturally occurring. There's no felled trees. This isn't a tree root protruding from the ground. You do notice that it kind of becomes a more bulbous round shape at the end, but from this distance, it's still impossible to get any detail. Gran, as you sort of make a note of your surroundings, nothing catches your attention in the air, but as your gaze falls back to land and shifts back towards this strange object, you notice about 20 feet off to the side of it a flicker of movement in the snow, and realize that curled up on itself, watching you intently, is a white-furred animal of some sort, very small, roughly the size of a ferret or maybe a small cat, and it's just sort of hunkered down in a snowbank watching you and occasionally glancing over towards the object that you've noticed.
Since I assume I have Zadrin's arm, and I kind of put my hand on his arm.
You see that creature? You think this is his dinner? Maybe we shouldn't go towards his dinner.
I would imagine anything that's able to survive on this island has some innate elemental magic to it. I would maybe be careful, even though it seems small, like a ferret.
Well, I don't want to feed them.
Yeah,
Mr.
no.
I just don't think we should. Maybe we can turn directions a little bit.
Can everyone see this? Like, are we close?
Yeah.
You can see the object when they point it out. I'll say you can give me a perception check to try and see the creature that Gran is trying to point out to Zadrin. It's like trying to point out like a hawk in the trees to someone that hasn't noticed it yet. It can be kind of hard to like pick it out.
Mm-hmm.
That is a 17.
17 is enough. Velen, as you lay eyes on it, this creature is kind of familiar to you.
Yeah. Do I connect a couple of dots in that moment?
You do. This is around the right area. And that does indeed appear to be Zelenor.
We're here. Be on your guard. And I like move in front of everyone. Like I now take point is the like unspoken message and just walk straight towards it.
Let me ask you this, Velen. Your body language as you approach, is it on edge or is it just simply a confident voice?
It's like driven. And I'll say actually like if we're all in a group, like kind of stopped like looking at the thing, like I recognize the creature at least. And maybe I don't know if the perception check counted for whatever the bulbous thing was. Recognizing the creature though, like I just immediately like laser focus. We're finally there's like, whatever I've been looking for is close. At least like, the past couple of days. So as I'm like passing everyone, they can see me visibly prepare like a spell, and I just have it on standby.
That laser focus is a familiar disposition for you, and as you take that approach, Zelenor recognizes you in turn and will move to intercept you at the object. As you all draw near in Velen's wake, what comes into focus is a slightly shriveled, heavily frostbitten arm protruding from the snow, its fingers spindly and wrapped around a beautifully crafted arcane globe of some sort. The white weasel comes to perch next to the arm, resting a paw upon it lightly as it cants its head up at you, Velen. You recognize the edge of the robe sleeve, one of the decorative rings on the fingers. You can see Mass's frozen hand emerging from the snow, gripping none other than Professor Scant, your stolen Professor Orb.
I kind of pause like a few paces away from like the arm and Zelenor, and I kind of like, if the weasel is like looking up at me, see the arm, I kind of like bow my head for a second, like moment of silence for Nas, and I look at the weasel, because familiars can like understand you and stuff, right? Like they can understand.
They're masters, and they can understand basic common when it's spoken aloud.
I look directly at the weasel, and I go, I like you. I don't want to hurt you. If you stop me from getting that orb, I will kill you and feed what's left of you to the owl.
As you say this, the rest of you hear a dry chuckle from behind your assembled party. And turning to look, see a slightly translucent figure.
Oh, shit.
Oh, damn. Why'd you say that?
She gives a wry grin and shakes her head. Her focus on you, Velen, as she says, you deceitful bitch. That's where we're going to call it for tonight.
I knew it's going to be a ghost.
Come on.
Ghost.
Nice.
Yeah.
Y'all, I honestly thought that you were just gonna ignore the kobold getting spirited away, and we were gonna come straight
That's
to
what
this.
smart people would do. You fool. Yeah.
I was this close to when Zadrin woke me up, just go, ignore it. Like, if nothing comes in, like, it just is dead. Like, I get it. He gets it.
Yeah. But I've seen evidence that, well, I don't know if Velen's seen it, but I've seen evidence of the people who go out into the snow get turned into the light White Walkers people. So I'm like, I don't want that to happen. I also don't want to be drawn to the, and then us be stalked for the rest of the adventure by some evil monster. So I'm like, let's nip it in the bud.
It had not been my plan, but I definitely want to bring Egon back as a cold White Walker now.
Yeah.
He's this tiny little kobold cold White Walker.
Cold White Walker, yeah.
We got. It feels like we got something out of it, though. We, I think pretty much won a combat with Oral.
She's
the
on
Frost
form
Man.
too. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what that means, but I like it.
Well,
that doesn't feel like a good thing to me.
Yeah,
it
no,
doesn't
it
feel
doesn't.
like.
We're gonna have to go through like all 5 forms. This is like Bowser at the end of Mario Bros.
It felt a little bit more like her going Super Saiyan to me.
Oh no!
Like she's got 3 forms of escalating meanness.
What is this
that she can
power?
transform
Oh
into.
no!
Just you wait. It's gonna
no.
be fun. Yeah, y'all did great. Nobody even went unconscious. Quite.
I
think
was
Zadrin
trying
got kinda
desperately
close.
to remain
Got
unconscious.
close.
Yeah.
Yeah, very close. I was at 16 of 76.
I was
Very
walking
close.
out there with like 12 AC. I was waiting for you to light me up.
I thought about it, but
Yeah, I was like, this is it.
now we're
This is your
sinking
moment.
them in.
Yeah, I'm more scared that that's a servant, and there will be multiple of them when we go fight her fully.
Of course, she's not gonna be alone.
Of course not. Of course she's not gonna be alone. She's gonna have all
One more Kobold Cold Light Walker isn't gonna tip the scales.
You'll be surprised.
Morgan, I think you should always wear purple with these, with that hair, because you have like the neon goblin colors on.
Oh yeah.
I do, don't I? Oh, you know, it's entirely deliberate. Gotta represent. All right, well, viewers, thank you so much for hanging out and checking out the stream.
Hey, Mom.
Enjoyed. Hi, Katarina.
Thanks, Mom.
Hi, Mom.
Hello.
Save the nips. Woo!
Always love to have you in chat.
Oh yeah.
Roll20, thank you so much for your continued sponsorship and support of our stream. Make sure all of you tuning in to check out Roll20 Con going on this coming weekend. You can follow us on Twitter at twitter.com/goblinneon for updates on our upcoming events and scheduling notifications, as always. Players, thank you so much for playing. Great job all around.
DM, thank you for DMing.
Oh yeah, thank you, Morgan.
Thank you.
Thank you, Morgan.
You're
Always
a
great.
player too,
Always
Morgan.
fun.
Aw, thanks.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, we'll see how much y'all like having me as the DM when we run this ghost encounter next week.
Yeah.
So everyone make sure to tune back in
Ghost.
next
Yeah.
Wednesday as the party
Yeah.
deals with mass lanterns ghosts.
Gonna have a totally nice combo. What are you
It's gonna
talking
be great.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
who knows? You may surprise
You got the
It certainly did
charisma, high
tonight.
charisma person.
Yeah. Y'all got Osborne. He's a ladies' man.
Mhm.
It's been proven.
Yeah.
But as always, thank you all so much for hanging out. We love you all, and we will see you next week on Frigiphobia. Bye.
Hi guys.
Bye.
Bye. Thanks for watching. Wow, what's gonna happen next week?